watching Sam TV.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Sam TV, the pulse of the nation. You can also follow us on Facebook at Sam TV and on YouTube at Sam TV Live. I am Teresa Ayuba with the news info. Governor Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri of Adamawa State reaffirmed his commitment to peace and unity during Eid al-Fitr prayers at the 4 Emirates. Speaking after the prayers, he emphasized the importance of sustaining the values of Ramadan, urging citizens to embrace peace, love, and mutual respect for social progress. The chief imam of Fufuri Central Mosque, Alhaji Oba Aminu, highlighted the spiritual significance of Salah, encouraging charity and peaceful coexistence. The Lamido of Fufuri, Alhaji Sani Rabadu, appreciated the governor for recognizing the emirate and called for unity among residents. As part of the celebration, the governor was honored with a grand turban featuring cultural displays, reinforcing the administration's support for traditional institutions and community harmony. Similarly, the governor received the emir and chiefs who were at the government house in Yola to pay the traditional Salah homage. For Sam TV correspondent files in the report. Moving to Kano State, the Kano State Police Command has confirmed the arrest of Usman Shigoro in connection with a violent attack on Emir Sanusi Lamadu Sanusi. It conveyed after Eid prayers. The attack resulted in the killing of vigilant member Suraju Rabiu from Sabon Titi Jabba quarters. According to police spokesperson Abdullahi Haruna, the suspect and others who were still at large alleged stabbed Rabiu, who after seconded his injuries. Authorities have launched an investigation and have invited Shakimi Kanu Wada Ishaku for questioning. The police reaffirmed their ban on Tuba celebration, warning that the violators will face illegal consequences. Troops of the 6th Division Nigerian Army have arrested 39 suspects and dismantled 18 illegal refineries in a crackdown on oil theft in Niger Delta. Acting Deputy Director of Army Republic Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Jonal Danjuma, disclosed in Port Harcourt that Operation Conduct from March 24 to 30, 2025 led to the seizure of over 60 liters of stolen petroleum products in Rivers State. Troops intercepted a fabricated twin-tank vehicle carrying 18 liters of stolen product and a ton constantly stolen fuel with sawdust. Several illegal reaffirmed sites were also destroyed in Imo State. Further operation in Bayelsa State undercover 2 refinery states in Yahanagua local government containing over 8,000 liters of stolen crude, while another site in southern Ijo local government yielded 1,500 liters of crude oil and 30 liters of illegal refined fuel. In Delta State, troops contrived jerrycans of refined fuel in Warri Side local government, while in Akwa Ibom State, security presence has disrupted illegal activities. The Army reiterated its commitment to combating crude oil theft and associated crimes. On to Benue. Benue indigenes residing in Abuja have commended the Ministry of Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Barrister Nyesom Wike for his visible development project, describing him as a leader who fulfills his promise. The chief community tradition ruler in Koji, HRG Tag Gofri Adezambagi, lauded Wike's transformation of the capital city and its settled town, as stating that his efforts set a new benchmark for governance. Speaking at his place following the coronation of journalist Chief Donald Talumun Joche as the Okta, leader of the Tiv community in Chukogo, Koji Area Council. Tabagi highlighted unprecedented infrastructure development, including road construction, electricity supply, street lighting, and water provision. He emphasized that the FCT had never witnessed such progress and urged residents to support the government and security agencies in addressing crimes. Chief Locha, newly installed as the Tiv community leaders, pledged to foster unity and uphold Tiv custom, tradition, and cultural heritage in accordance with traditional laws. He expressed gratitude to the traditional council for nomination and vowed to promote peaceful coexistence between the Tiv people and their host community. Senate President Godswill Akpabio has vowed to push for a refund of over 15 billion naira spent by Ekiti state government on a federal road and urged expediting funding for another key road of enhanced access. The state new cargo airport. Speaking at Ekiti State University convocation, where top officials received honorary degrees, he emphasized the economic benefit of improved infrastructure. Meanwhile, Senate leader Opeyemi Badilemi recalled how former Governor Ayodele Fosaya alleged used soldiers to block then Governor Bola Tinubu, Shegun Osobo, and Bisi Akinde during his mother's burial 18 years ago. Governor Biodun Oyabenji reiterated his commitment to education as pillar of Ekiti development. On to Sokoto. Governor Ahmed Aliyu of Sokoto State has called for collective efforts to combat banditry while paying in Salah homage of Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammad Sa'ad Abubakar. He attributed recent security gains to prayers, government commitment, and newly established Sokoto State Community Guard Corps, which support conventional security forces. Aliyu commended traditional institutions for their role in addressing insecurity and reaffirmed his administration's dedication to Islamic propagation. The Sudan praised the governor's support for vulnerable groups and ongoing infrastructure projects while urging citizens to continue praying for peace and development in the state. Several top politicians and traditional figures attended the event. On to Enugu State. Governor Peter Mbah of Enugu has announced that the newly built 260 type 2 primary health center across the state will operate 24-hour service, powered by the renowned energy. During a supervisory visit to the Emini PHC, Mbah emphasized his administration commitment to improving healthcare access, citing high mental and child mortality rate as a key motivation. The governor also pledged to establish a Type 3 healthcare facilities in Emini to complement the PHC and announced ongoing renovation of 22 cottage and general hospital, alongside plan for a 300-bed international hospital. Additionally, he commended local government effort to register residents for universal health insurance and urged community to take ownership of the facilities. World Health Organization representative Chukwumuye Igbobo praised Mbah's healthcare reforms, calling them vital to the state economic development, while the Enugu State Primary Health Development Agency highlights the PHC early success, with 140 residents registered and 2 babies delivered without 3 weeks of operation. The Nigerian Extractive Industry Transparent Initiative, NATITI, has called for the establishment of reinforcement of an environmental remediation fund to address environmental challenges faced by community near decommissioning oil wells. Speaking in Abuja, NATITI's Executive Secretary Dr. Oji Obonaye Oriji expressed uncertainty over the existence of such a fund, stressing that abandoned oil wells pose significant health hazard to host communities. He pledged to engage with Ministry of Environment, the National Oil Spill Detection and Response Agency to address this issue. Dr. Oji also criticized the solid minerals sector contribution of 0.80% to Nigerian GDP, calling it embracing. Despite the government effort, he emphasized the need for multiple stakeholders approach, including the National Assembly and civil society, to unlock the sector potential and drive economic growth. The Taraba state government has distributed food items to over 3,000 physical challenged individuals across state's 16 local government areas as part of the Eid el-Fitr celebration. The initiative carried out by the State Palliative Committee in Jalingo aimed to support vulnerable groups during the festive period. Committee Chairman Saleh Saad emphasized that the effort was the government way of bringing relief and joy to the less privileged. Meanwhile, the Eid celebration in Jalingo were peaceful but subdued, with Muslim faithful gathering for special prayers at various Eid groups. Community leaders and clerics also urged to the individual to extend support to the underprivileged, highlighting the economic challenges many households face. Stay tuned. We'll be taking a brief commercial break. When we return, news across Nigeria continue.
Executive Transport, a transportation company ready to change the transportation narrative in Taraba State and Nigeria at large, bringing comfort, safety and reliability. Witness their impact on the people, the economy and Nigeria's transportation future.
Harry Executive Transport Company was actually incorporated sometime in 2024, and the decision to establish the company was actually born out of a burden for travelers to Jalingo, especially from Abuja. And I saw that need and tried to reach out to existing transport companies to fill the gap. But they were state to other parts of the country, especially Abuja and Yola, comfortably for executive travelers.
We offer executive services to both individuals and group of people. The kind of services we render depends on the needs in which our customers wishes for us to offer. Either wedding, conferences, ambulance services or car hire services, we ensure that we give you the very best of service.
The Ondo State government has acquired 10,000 hectares of land in Oktobo and Ishaya Southern Senatorial District for an extensive agriculture project aimed at empowering youth and women. The initiative, in collaboration with the Commonwealth Women's Network, will focus on cultivation, processing, packaging, and marketing within the agriculture sector. Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Agriculture and Agribusiness, Mr. Wimomi Akinsola, disclosed in Akure that the $200 million project implemented through the Ondo State Agribusiness Empowerment Center seeks to transform the land into major agricultural hub with access of water, a planned seaport, and existing airport. The state aims to boost agricultural export. Cabinet Director of the Commonwealth Women's Network, Mr. Niba confirmed that the organization will provide funding, training, and technical support. The initiative is expected to create over 3,000 jobs, primarily for farmers, while enhancing their productivity. A local farmer, Mr. Shola Adeyani, expressed optimism about the project, urging farmers to take advantage of the available land. Onto Plateau State. A Plateau State High Court has sentenced two individuals, Thomas Danboyi and Pam Lang, to death by hanging for a murder of Chunbot. The judgment delivered by Chief Judge Justice David Gorman in Jos found the defendant guilty for criminal conspiracy and culpable punishment under the Penal Code law of Northern Nigeria. The prosecution, led by Plateau State Attorney General P.A. Daffy, presented evidence that the crime occurred on April 26, 2010 in Jos South Local Government Area. The court had that the accused, along with others still at large, attacked the victim while he was on his farmland. We're taking a brief commercial break.
Attention Taraba, here is a public service announcement to all youth groups and organizations in Taraba State. The Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Taraba State on Youth Affairs, in collaboration with the Special Advisor, Youth Empowerment and the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Taraba State Chapter, invites all youth groups in the state to register for Taraba State Youth Transformation Initiative. Registration is free. The Taraba Youth Transformation Initiative is strategically designed to identify and equip youth groups with skills to enhance youth development. Registration will take place in all the 168 political wards in Taraba State. Registration starts 31st of March 2025. Venue: all local government secretariats across the state. Don't miss out. Register your youth groups today and take a step towards unlocking your full potentials. Join us and let's build a brighter future for Taraba youths. Ambassador Emmanuel George, JP, SSA, Youth Affairs, Announcer.
No matter how long you need, you cannot learn it all. You can only do your best because you know go feed you all. So if you want to criticize me, go small.
Yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? I go by the name of Diaso. Keep watching something. Don't skip. Yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? I go by the name of Diaso. Keep watching something. Don't skip. Yo.
We offer shuttle services. We started with Jalingo Yola. And right now, as I'm talking to you, we are already looking out for a terminal in Abuja, because Abuja route is actually the ultimate. That was the motivation behind the establishment of the company, so that travels between Abuja and Jalingo can be done comfortably. So we are trusting God that by April, before the end of April, we will start the Abuja route. We are already looking out for it.
Sorry for that technical glitch. On to Plateau State. A Plateau State High Court has sentenced two individuals, Thomas Damboye Pam and Lang, to death by hanging For the murder of Chumbot, the judgment delivered by Chief Judge Justice David Gorman in Jos found the definite guilt for criminal conspiracy and corporal punishment under the Penal Code law of the Northern Nigeria. The prosecution, led by Plateau State Attorney General P.A. Daffy, presented evidence that the crime occurred on April 26, 2010 in Jos local government area. The court had it that accused along with others still at large attacked the victim while he was on his farmland. Damboyi restrained both while Lang fatal struck him on the head with a stick. Both later died in the hospital. Despite plea of justice, Man imposed a 3-year sentence for conspiracy but ruled that the death penalty was mandatory for culpable homiciding. The ruling, seen as stains against violent crime, allowed the convict the right to appeal. That's all for this edition of News Across Nigeria on Som TV. You can also follow us on Som TV and at Facebook and on YouTube Som TV Live. I am Teresa Ayuba. Goodbye.